are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Cardi B was allegedly caught again on Nicki Minaj's TikTok live. I guess she was watching Nicki Minaj on TikTok, accidentally must have clicked on the live after snooping and lurking, and fans unfortunately have noticed. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Here's my thing. I think Cardi B has been caught more than once watching and stalking Nicki Minaj. I even saw some of her fans posting edited pictures of Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj, was at the White House. So there's an obsession going on. But in my opinion, I feel like Cardi B might need to get a burner account. You've been caught multiple times stalking Nicki Minaj. It's time to go get that burner, that spam account, and lurk instead of embarrassing yourself and spying on your regular account. Okay, Cardi? It's honestly embarrassing. What would you do if Nicki Minaj got a restraining order? We know you're psychotic. You like to stalk. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe Cardi B needs to have somebody set her up with a burner account, because we all know that she's not that bright to set it up for herself. But maybe she should get a burner or spam account where she can lurk on that page instead of lurking, on her regular page, because I'm tired of her getting caught. That's the only reason why I'm saying this, because I'm so sick and tired every year of her getting caught spying on Nicki Minaj. It's getting redundant at this point. Now, Vic Mensa, the rapper, has stuck up for Megan Thee Stallion. Vic Mensa said, "I feel like Megan Thee Stallion is a good barometer for what you think about black women. Someone recently told me she can't keep trying to ruin people's lives, but getting shot or cheated on, how you ruin somebody's life by them shooting you? How could you do this to me? You ran your body directly into my bullets." Male artists are celebrated for shooting people. On the other hand, female artists are denigrated for getting shot. Let a rapper kill somebody, their sales are going through the goddamn roof. People like, man, that's a real nigga. Or if they get shot, the general consensus is, man, he hard as fuck. That nigga survived anything. That nigga like Iron Man. Male artists are celebrated for having as much sex as humanly possible. For a woman, relationship you've had are used to justification for you to die. I don't know what that means. That didn't make any sense. What's the meme with the white girl with the math in the sky? Okay. So basically, he's saying that there's a double standard when it comes to, Megan Thee Stallion and male rappers. That's basically what he's trying to say. And in my opinion, I definitely believe that there is a double standard when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion. I actually talked about it on my podcast a few weeks ago about the double standard with Megan Thee Stallion, and even with like Cardi B, how if Megan did have the stuff Cardi B be doing, going on rants on Spaces every other day, wishing death on people, her career would be over, right? But I also feel like Megan Thee Stallion always does play the victim in certain instances. She's fell out with too many people for people not to side-eye her. It was EJ, Kelsey, I'm not even going to mention Tori, but she's fell out with a good amount of people. JT, Asian the Brat, her and Asian the Brat are back cool, but they did fall out at one moment in time. Even her cameraman, her ex-cameraman, now they're not fucking with her. Her stylist is suing her. Like, she has a history of falling out with people. But I do feel like every single time when it comes to the public is the victim mentality is, woe, it's me. So I think that's why people don't like Megan, is because every time she falls out with somebody, she's magically the victim. Even though she done fell out with so many people, how are you always the victim every time you fall out with somebody? So I think that's why people don't like her. I don't think it's necessarily just a Tory situation. Obviously, that has played a part. But it's not just that situation. And even with the Klay Thompson situation, You know, I don't think it was right for Clay to cheat on Megan Thee Stallion, but I don't think it was right for Megan to put their dirt on blast. Okay? You should have kept it private like she did with Torrey Craig. When her and Torrey broke up after their little cheating scandal, she was quiet. She didn't say nothing. Why are you trying to speak out with Clay? Because he's a bigger star. That's why. Torrey Craig, nobody gives a fuck about Torrey Craig in the NBA. But she talked about Clay because he's worth $300 million. He's a bigger star. She was trying to ruin his reputation. So that's why people don't like Megan. But I don't think it was right for him to cheat on her. Now, a lot of people are saying that Nicki Minaj is going broke. Nicki Minaj was on TikTok. And I guess people were saying she was begging for gifts, even though I don't believe that Nicki Minaj would ever be begging for no gifts on TikTok. Like, come on now, stop. But she did tweet when they asked her, when a fan asked her, she got paid today via X. She said, I did not. Okay. So a lot of people are saying that she is looking for a check from X. She's looking for a check from Elon, and that she's having some financial difficulty. I don't know if I fully believe that anybody that grows over $100 million is having financial difficulty. Now, if she was promoting Shein and wearing fake fur coats to sell to her fans like Cardi B, then I would have to believe something of that sort. You know, I would have to believe that, you know, there would be some financial problems being had. But she's not doing that. She's not selling $2 shampoos, you know, like some people are. So I don't know if I fully believe that she's going broke. Because if she was, I think she would be doing way more things, especially online, way more advertising, like them scam advertising that, you know, Cardi B does, or, you know, going on TikTok selling Shein coats. I feel like Nicki Minaj would be doing that if she was scrambling for some coin. Now, Tyla confirms that she is not signed to Devil Nation, despite the speculation that was going on a few days ago. Let me know how y'all feel about that, Barbs. Are you guys happy that she's not signed to Devil Nation? Maybe y'all can support her music because she's been flopping. You know, I think it's a good look that she didn't sign to Devil Nation. You know, relieved to say the least, only because we've seen how they've acted with other colored or black pop stars. You know, they didn't help Normani. They didn't help Tanaje. Okay, they not even helping Ira Star. She's signed there. So to me, I feel like it would not be a good look for Tyla because they're not going to save her career. No shade. I think Devil Nation, they're not a good label at all. I think they're one of the worst labels in the industry. Okay, no shade. Now, Camel Face has announced that he will be doing a show in London. Let me know. The people that live in London that watch the show, are y'all going to go see Camel Face? Now, allegedly, there's been some speculation that Beyonce may perform because the London show is on her birthday. A fan said Beyonce is confirmed to perform during Jay's 9/4 London show, but it's not for the reason y'all think. First of all, let's focus on the location, London. Why is London on his wife's birthday? Because of 6 letters. Okay. And then remember Camel Face's recent interview when he randomly brought up 6-inch heels. 9/4 also gives us a major clue. 9 plus 4 equals 13. 2 plus 6 equals 8. What's 3 minus 8? 5. But we have to add 1 because London is one city. The Carters are dropping an official 6-inch remix and performing together for the first time this show confirms. Okay? Not really. I feel like we do not need a 6-inch remix, you know. Beyonce need to stop with this old ass music that she trying to, you know, make happen. You know, she trying to make fetch happen with this old ass music. You know, she released a 13-year-old song or a 12-year-old song, and then now the 6-inch, you know, Remix, no, absolutely not. I would have to give Beyonce Donkey Day. Now, I do feel like they will perform together, at one of these shows, because he performing at the Yankee Stadium this weekend. He got a few other shows lined up. I do feel like Beyonce is going to pop out at one of these shows. But I don't feel like it really needs to be a whole 6-inch thing. 6-inch was cute, but Beyonce and The Weeknd need to pop out. If that's the case, Camel Face needs to be left at home with Blue, Rumi, and Sir. No shade. I'm tired of Beyonce thinking just because, she's an icon and legend in the game that she could just do anything. And that's not the case. Okay? That is definitely not the case. Now, moving on to Big Tigger. Okay? The radio host who had previously been arrested. More drama has been exposed. There has been leaked footage showing Big Tigger in a physical struggle with his wife over his cell phone. The incident allegedly tied to his recent arrest, okay? And then on top of that, it was reported that the radio host Big Tigger's estranged wife, Alicia Brown, was arrested on July 7th in Georgia on kidnapping-related warrants out of Maryland. The warrants are tied to the 2019 disappearance of her then 10-year-old daughter, Aaliyah Brown, who went missing after her father was awarded full custody. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, here's my thing. What was in the phone that he did not want her to see? Was Big Tigger playing with somebody's badussie? Was he in a booty hole that he didn't want his wife to see? Did he have some pictures or videos of him getting piped down by another man or a woman? We don't know, because I'm thinking, okay, I understand she got your phone and you have the right to get that back. That is your property. But it seems as though if you got something on your phone that you don't want somebody to see, you're going to react this way. Okay? To me, he looks guilty. Now, I understand she got arrested, he got arrested, so they're both problematic. But it seems like to me that he is guilty of something. He got something on his phone that he don't want his wife to see. And my whole thing is, I do think that if your spouse wants to see your phone, you should be able to pull out your phone and let them see whatever they want. But if you got something to hide, if you got something you don't want them to see, you're going to react like this, okay? So I do feel like he's guilty, and he do deserve, well, technically, they both deserve 50,000 lashings. So I'm going to give them both 50,000 lashings. But I do feel like there's something going on with Big Tigger, and he probably playing in somebody's badussie. He don't want his wife to find out. Or he don't want his wife to expose it either. She seemed like the type where she gonna expose everything, because she was recording him trying to get that phone from her. Everything was recorded. So it seems as though there's an agenda going on. And I'm seeing, certain celebrities like Lil Duval and Natari from Power sticking up for Big Tigger. Like, if y'all don't sit your stupid ass down, okay? My whole thing is, of course he gonna be nice to y'all. They were saying, oh, he's so nice, Natari, with her flopping ass, talking about, oh, he's so nice to me, and there's an agenda going on. And my whole thing, of course he gonna be nice to y'all, because y'all are celebrities. Y'all don't know how these people be behind the scenes. Of course he gonna treat his wife, who's not a celebrity, different from how he gonna treat you. I'm tired of these celebrities chiming in, and they not even coming with the facts. But let me know how y'all feel about it. And if you guys think that Big Tigger possibly was getting piped down by another man or woman. Okay? Because I think there was something in that phone he didn't want her to see. Or she probably already saw it, and that's why he was trying to get the phone away from her. But hopefully the truth comes out. I definitely feel like she eventually will expose him, especially if he was cheating. you know he getting exposed. Unfortunately, that's how the game goes. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon on Taylor, Selena, Camel Face, Diddy on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.